before today's video, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane that we hit this milestone in under a year. This is something that I've always wanted to do, so I'm going to keep posting and keep uploading. Make sure you guys turn notifications on and enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Lethality here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're taking a look at the B11 Strikeforce and why I think it's the best plane in all of gtaonline. So let's get right into it. So first thing first, the B11 can be purchased from Warstock Cash and Carry for $3.8 million with the trade price. I don't know exactly what the price is without it, but I think it's around $4.5 million to $5 million, somewhere in that ballpark. So still not that bad. Now, this thing is the best air-to-ground plane in gtaonline without a doubt. It's just the best. There's nothing like it, and I'll show you why very soon. But first, let's just talk about the plane itself. So, the plane has three main armaments. You have the explosive MG, you have homing missiles, which is limited to 30, and barrage missiles, which are unlimited, which fire barrage 7 missiles. Now, with the workshop in the hangar, you have the option to add bombs, which I can't open while on the ground, so let me get up in the air here. You can see there, open the bomb bay doors, then you can drop your bombs. It also has countermeasures. I have flares equipped to my planes, but you can do chaff or smoke if you prefer. And so this thing is just the best. Now, without the upgrades, the armor is going to lack a little bit. But this thing has something called dynamic armor, which I'll highlight in a little bit. But first, let's just talk about the strongest aspect of this plane, which is the air-to-ground. So I'm going to start up a headhunter here to just kind of display the power of this plane. So let's go pick a target here. What about this one in Sandy? So basically, I think the barrage missiles are the best because I think they're the most useful because you have 7 missiles as opposed to the normal 2 a normal plane will fire. Here you have a barrage that just fires 7 pretty rapidly, and they can be used for a variety of things as well as money grinding. You can use it in PvP against targets that are on foot, and it's really good against on foot targets because it makes it harder for them to evade. And you can see there, I actually managed to hit that guy even though he was undercover. With the barrage missiles, I was able to snake him right inside. So the problem with the MG is kind of the one that all planes face, in that it's not powerful. But no MG for any plane is powerful, so it's not crazily unexpected. It's how MGs are in this game, and unfortunately we just gotta deal with it. But the combination of using the MG and the actual cannon, I think, is actually pretty notable. It's not too bad. The MG is also very accurate considering its placement right under the nose, which is also great. You can see right again there, I was right in that target and took him right out. So here I'm dogfighting a Raiju to prove that the B11 is better than the Raiju in a dogfight. And that's because it has much better yaw strength, which means it can turn faster and harder than the Raiju, as well as just having an overall, I think, better gun. It was able to just take out the Raiju. I mean, you see there, I hit him and he already started smoking, and I just followed him, and eventually I was able to just take him out because he couldn't do anything to hit me because I was able to outturn and outmaneuver him. Which is why I also think the B11 is better than planes like the Raiju. So now let's talk about the armor. Now the B11 has something interesting, which I don't believe any other vehicle or plane in the game actually has, which is called dynamic targeting. What this means is basically each of the engines have their own individual hitbox, which means you can lose an engine and still be able to fly. Now I'm going to demonstrate this by actually just destroying one of my engines by unloading enough explosive rounds into it to set it on fire. So, I don't know, 2 more. So that engine is on fire now, which means the other engine, basically on normal planes, would be rendered useless at this point. But you'll see with the B11 here, I can actually still fly it. Now, the other engine is damaged, I'll admit that, but it does still work. Which means, say you were in a dogfight and one of your engines is taken out, right? Maybe you can manage to escape the dogfight and get back to your hangar and make a repair. You see, I was just able to take off just like normal, and maybe, I gain altitude, and then I can glide my way to Fort Zancudo and, get a repair and join back in the dogfight, which is insane. And you saw also, it took nearly 2 full mags of explosive rounds on the heavy sniper to take this thing out. So it's absolutely insane. It can take about like 8 missiles, which I'm gonna test the missiles on this thing once we get our repair in. But I just wanted to highlight how good the armor is on this thing, because it's absolutely insane. So here we are with a brand new B11. I'm going to be using homing rockets to simulate the similar damage to another aircraft that might do with its missiles. I'm going to be hitting one on each side to kind of simulate how it might be if someone had perfect aim and wanted to hit both the sides of your aircraft. Just keep in mind that, remember, even if one engine goes out, it can actually still fly with just one remaining. But you can see already here, 5 missiles, and that's on each side to destroy the aircraft. But it's still alive, which means theoretically you could still bail out before actually dying to the 6th missile. Now you might be thinking 6 is not a lot, but in a dogfight, especially against a plane like the B-11 that is really fast at higher altitudes and can dodge missiles, 6 missiles is actually incredibly hard to hit because you have to hit those missiles and you also have to survive the B-11 that might be attacking you as well in the dogfight, meaning it's even harder to hit your shots. Now, does this mean that the B-11 is the best dogfighter? No, it's not. It's outclassed by both the Pyro and the Starling. However, as I showed you with the dynamic targeting on the 2 engines, the Pyro and the Starling would not only have to take out both engines or shoot you out of the cockpit, but the thing is, they don't have explosive cannons, which means that it would take about 3 seconds of continuous fire directly on the engine to disable it, which means they have to hit 6 seconds of continuous fire on these 2 engines, 3 in each, to actually take you out, which is nearly impossible. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually incredibly hard to take out a B-11 with a Pyro or the Starling. Anyways, all those combined, great armament, great armor, and maneuverability in a dogfight, being the 3rd best dogfighter in the game and the best with an explosive cannon, makes me think that the B-11 is the best plane in all of GTA Online. If you guys found this video enjoyable or helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.